Okay, so in this problem, we found the common difference because this was an arithmetic sequence. You had to add or subtract to get to the next number. Now this list of numbers is definitely going to be a little different. There's no way to just subtract two numbers to get to the next one. So for instance, if I took the same strategy and I did 96 minus 384, I'm doing that on my calculator, 96 minus 384, you get negative 288. If that was the common difference, I'd be able to subtract 288 again to get 24. And that's not what's happening here. So we are looking at a common ratio possibly, which means we're going to multiply some number to get to the next number. And I know you see that going down, so you're thinking, well, don't you divide a number? Yes, we are going to divide a number, but I want you to get in the habit of knowing that when we're dividing something, we're really just multiplying by a fraction. And using the strategy we used above here, but in a different way, since we're dealing with multiplication and division, will actually always give us that number. So again, just to recap, we are looking at the second number and the first number, and we're taking the second number and for an arithmetic sequence, subtracting the first number to get our common difference. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the second and first number. We're going to focus on those, but instead of subtracting them, I'm going to take the second number and divide it by the first number. So this is that notation again that I'm not trying to confuse you. This just means, well, if this is the first number, a sub n, the second number will be a sub n plus 1. So I'm going to do 96 divided by 384, and actually what you're going to get with that, so I'm actually going to use some math type since it's easier for you to see. So 96 divided by 384 will actually give us 1 over 4. So our common ratio is going to be 1/4. I don't like that one. I want this one. 1 over 4. I want them to look the same. Okay, perfect. So our common ratio is going to be 1 over 4. So how that works is now that I know that the common ratio is 1 over 4, that's what I'm going to multiply each term by to get to the next term. So instead of thinking about it as 384 divided by 4 to get 96, I'm going to take 384 and multiply it by 1/4 or 1 over 4. That will give me 96. I can keep using this number because it's a common ratio to get to my next term. So if I go onto a calculator, if I do 96 times 1 over 4, I'll get 24, as I should. And what's kind of nice is if you have your TI Nspire, is now that you have that answer of 24, I could just do multiply, and it's saying, oh, you mean the answer from before? That's what ANS means. You mean this answer? Yeah, I want to take that and actually divide it by, or multiply it by 1/4 again, 1 over 4, and will give me the next number. And I could keep doing that. And if you keep pressing enter, it would keep giving you those terms. Because your calculator is smart enough to know that it wants you to keep multiplying by 1/4. So that is a way to always find the common ratio if we think the common ratio exists, meaning we think it's a geometric sequence. Always take the second number divided by the first. That will give you your multiplier to get to each subsequent number.